Hello everyone, I'm back with another declutter for you today, and I'm trying out a different angle this time around because I've done the past few on the floor and it just was not working for me, so I'm trying it on a table today and hopefully that'll be a better angle for you. But this is my blush collection and that includes blush palettes. Now I have some other combined palettes that are blushes, highlights, but also have some eyeshadows in them. So I'll be holding off on those until I do my eyeshadow palettes. For today you'll get blushes and blush palettes. I have 10 blushes here. I'm going to start off with this one from Doll 10. And this was a subscription box one. And this is a cream blush, which you can see I've used quite a lot of, and I've had it for quite a while. I know that cream blush doesn't last as long as powder blush, and because I've used up a good amount of it and because it is cream and I've had it for a while, I think I'm going to pass this one on just because of the length of time I've had it, and it's probably not really good to be hanging on to anymore. Alright, next up is a palette of blushes that is from Ofra. It was a collab that they did with Madison Miller, who is a YouTuber if you don't know. So it's got 3 items in here. Now this is more highlights than blush, which I didn't realize. It's only blush in the center and then it's got the 2 highlights on the end. So you can see the blush and 1 highlight showing up. The other one didn't go very well. Let me try that again. Hopefully you can see that. But I do enjoy all of these colors and the way they look on my face, and I do find myself using this one, so I'm going to hang on to it. Alright, next up is a blush that I got in Ipsy that it was a collaboration with Gigi Gorgeous. So I think it's their own brand, is the Gigi Gorgeous brand, because it doesn't say any other name on it. And this is a blush duo, so it's got the matte side and the shimmer side. So the more coral looking one is the matte side and the more pinky one is the shimmer side. The shimmer isn't really showing up that great right now, so just on swatch these aren't the most pigmented blushes. I have used them on my face, but I'm gonna try again, see what happens. So that's what they look like on my wrist. However, you can see the glittery one went on kind of streaky and chunky. So right now, based on consistency and quality and how hard I'm having to work to get color, I'm going to put this in the maybes. Alright, next up, this was part of the Disney designer collection, the second round, and this was the Beauty and the Beast little duo, and they got me for one with the beautiful packaging. However, it is a bit of a bulky packaging. And there is a lip in here, but I will save that for the lip video. But this is the blush. I just loved the artwork on this. So you've got this side with Belle, and then you've got this side, and the name of the color is Enchanted Mirror. And then this is what the blush looks like. So hopefully you can see that swatch. And I do like this blush. I do like the color on me and the way it performs. And I'm going to hang on to it because I like using it, because of the fact that it's a Beauty and the Beast theme. However, the thing I'm not sure about is if I'm going to keep this packaging, because while it looks nice, it is rather bulky. So I'm going to hang on to it for now until I go through the lip video. And then I'll decide if I wanted to hang on to it or not. It is good for transporting, but as far as storing, it just takes up extra space, so I'm not sure. But I am going to hold on to the blush. Next is a blush from Tarte, and this is their Party blush, or as they write it, Party. I want to say this was a birthday gift from Sephora. And I do really like this blush. I really like the Tarte formula. As you might be able to tell, I've had pan on this one. I really like this color, and as I said, the Tarte blush formula. So this is one I'm going to keep and hopefully use up, and you may see in a future empties. Now this is from the Colourpop and Zoella Brunch Date collection. This is the Soulmate blush. This one is a little bit more of a powdery formula. Also not as pigmented, so it is one that you have to work with a bit more. But I do enjoy pairing it with the highlighter that I have from this collection. They go quite well together. So for the moment, I'm going to put this in maybes. Alright, next is another palette that came in a subscription box, and this is a Betty Boop collaboration that they did. Blushes, but some of them I find I can use as highlights as well. The quality is not the greatest. As you can see, it hasn't held up too well to me using it here. So as you can see, some of them definitely go on more like blush, while this one here is almost more like a highlight. But they did swatch quite nicely. While they don't look great in the pan, they do swatch nicely, and I have enjoyed using them. So it's going to be another maybe. Blush is a little bit difficult for me. I know a lot of people don't like or don't care that much about blush, but I've always been a blush person. I don't know if it's because I'm so fair that I just feel like I always need a little color on my face, but yeah, I do enjoy blush. So this is another cream one. It's from Bella Pierre Cosmetics. It's their cheek and lip stain. I've only ever used it on the cheeks, never on the lips, but I do really like the color of it. It comes out to be kind of a nice pinky coral color. So I do really like the way that it looks on my cheeks. But again, with it being a cream product that I've had for quite some time, I think now is probably a good time to part with it because of the fact that it's a cream product and I have no idea how old it is. So that one's gonna go in the get rid of pile. All right, next up is this blush from e.l.f. And this is in the color, it's just called Blushing. And I got this for my full face of e.l.f. makeup video. And it is quite powdery, but I mean, for the cost, you can't really expect too much. But it is for sure more of a powdery one. Also has a slight shimmer to it, which I know some people don't like, but I really don't mind. And where I just got this one, and I do really like the color, I'm going to hold on to it. And the final one you might recognize is the one I thought was a highlighter and had in my highlight video until I realized it's a blush. It's from Ofra, and it's a blush duo that was a collaboration with Samantha March, and it's called Chicklet because she is an author of Chicklet books. And again, it's got a more matte and a more shimmery side, and these are really nicely pigmented, go on really easily, gives you a nice variety of color because you could use them each individually or even blend them together. And this one is newer to my collection and I do really like it, so I'm going to keep it. Now back to these three maybes. I think I'm going to swatch them all side by side and see what I think is worth keeping. Okay, so I didn't do them in a great order, but these ones up at the top are Betty Boop, and they really are a bit more faint. They're not showing up quite as well as the others. This is the Gigi Gorgeous, and this is the Colourpop. So I think I'm going to keep Gigi Gorgeous and Colourpop because I do like the colors and they are nice and pigmented and work well. And I think I'm going to declutter the Betty Boop just because they aren't performing as well, and where I have other blushes, I'd rather keep the higher quality ones. So once again, this is not a real cutthroat, ruthless declutter, but I'm also not starting out with a gigantic collection, so it means I have less to declutter. So out of 10 originally, I'm keeping 7. These are the 7 I'm keeping, and then I'm getting rid of 3. These are the 3 I'm decluttering. 2 creams with Doll 10 and Bella Pierre, and then the Betty Boop palette. But I'm keeping these 7 because I enjoy them, they work well, and I can see myself still using them. Again, a small percentage decluttered, but it's something. It means I'll have more opportunity to use these ones. So I hope that you enjoyed my blush declutter. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I will be back with another declutter soon. They're going to get harder from here because I think all I have left is eyeshadow palettes and lip products, which are going to be two of my most difficult categories, so stay tuned for that. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you soon.